float like a butterfly and sting like a bee.
Benvenuti amici di Sting Like a Bee, come sempre io sono il solito Christian, il Be Happy della situazione e come abbiamo promesso l'altra volta oggi abbiamo un ospite, il signor Corwell Bell. Per chi non lo conosce, rinfresco un po' la memoria, è la persona che ha inventato l'arnia cattedrale. Quindi vi ricordate quando dico sempre che l'arnia cattedrale non è italiana? Ecco, lui è l'inventore dell'arnia cattedrale. E vi ricordo, se volete essere aggiornati su tutte le puntate di Sting Like a Bee, dovete iscrivervi al nostro canale Twitch, mettere mi piace e poi ovviamente potete vedere le repliche sul canale YouTube di Sting Like a Bee. Se avete domande, come sempre mi raccomando, scrivetele in chat e così potremo rispondere. Diciamo che possiamo iniziare. Hello Mr. Bell.
Hello.
I'm very happy to have you here with us because I know that you are the beekeeper that you start with this project with the cathedral hive.
Mm-hmm. And I got my assistant Karen's here to help me interpret a little bit, and then she can pull up some videos too.
Ah, okay, fine. And do you speak Italian? No.
No, sorry.
It's time to learn a little bit of Italian.
Yeah.
And I want to ask you this question: How did you start beekeeping?
About 25 years ago, I was just curious about the bees, and I was curious why, when I looked up, what was going on with the beekeepers, I found it odd that they were having such troubles and having to put chemicals in hives.
Yes.
Because I grew up here. I've got a massive cottonwood forest, and since I've been a kid, the bees are up in the trees and they're in the holes, and I climb up to see them. And so I thought it was odd that the claim was that, the bees can't survive without treatments. And because I was seeing them year after year in the same place,
Yes.
In the forest. So I started off really just observing the wild bees, and I had, climbing equipment and Jumars to, get up there and watch them and stuff. And then I came across Marty Hardison's little pamphlet online that talked about a top bar hive.
Oh, okay.
And I was like thinking that was pretty neat, and so I went ahead and built one, and then found someone knew I was doing that, and they happened to find a swarm, and I got that swarm, and then everyone thought that I was suddenly a beekeeper, and so everybody that found a swarm called me. So at the end of the first season, I had 7 top bar hives that I had built, and was well on my way to be a beekeeper.
So you start with the top bar hives.
Yeah, I started the top bar hive. The cathedral hive I designed after it was about 7 years that I worked with the cathedral hive. But I designed that, and it was a lot of iterations to see what was working. I would change something, change some feature and see how the bees reacted to it. Of course, innovation in beehives is so difficult because you have to wait for a whole year to find out how it went.
Yes. You need a lot of time.
Yeah.
You need a lot of time. And I know that you are natural beekeeping, I can say. So you don't use treatments in your hive.
No treatments? No treatments.
You don't use treatments in your hive?
No, nothing. But my philosophy and my experience has been that obviously commercial beekeepers couldn't manage the mites and do the mite checks like we do. We have a special technique that we use where we physically go in and look. We don't hope that they fall off the bees and go through a screen bottom board.
Float like a butterfly and sting like a bee.